I thought that the idea of being in the 3,500 calorie surplus in order to maximize muscle growth when you're already at a healthy body fat percentage was something that the fitness community had already moved on from, but apparently it's still a pretty common belief. In between these two photos is 6 months where I got leaner, bigger, managed to gain 4 pounds, all while 5 years into lifting and having 2 months where I couldn't lift at all. The common misconception is basically stemming from the fear of missing out kind of thinking, which is that if I really want to get big, I need to make sure that I'm eating a lot because more is better, right? But more isn't always better. A lot of times what's going to happen is actually you're going to cause a lot of issues that cause you to build muscle slower as a result of you eating too many calories. Notice how people love comparing the pros and cons of being in a calorie surplus versus being in a deficit. Oh, you build so much more muscle, you sleep better, you feel better, all these things, testosterone goes up, all that stuff. But no one seems to actually be comparing the pros and cons of being in a significant calorie surplus versus just eating right above or right around maintenance. And here's some of the biggest reasons why being in a significant calorie surplus is actually slowing down your muscle growth, not speeding it up. One of the biggest problems with eating in a significant surplus is that you are putting more strain on your body that is actually making it work slower and less efficient. When you eat food in high volumes, your body has to literally do work to get it to go where it's supposed to go. And when you eat more and more of this food and more calories, you are actually slowing the process in which this happens, making it literally less effective for building muscle. Another issue with being in a big calorie surplus is that you are going to put on unnecessary body fat, which is going to worsen your insulin sensitivity. You don't want to be insulin resistant because this is counterproductive to maximizing muscle growth because it's going to slow down and worsen nutrient partitioning. So the nutrients that you're eating actually going where you want them to go, like muscles instead of fat cells. And then when you get to too high of a body fat percentage, you also cause testosterone to aromatize into estrogen more frequently, meaning your testosterone is actually going to be worsened, which is the whole purpose of people trying to go into a calorie surplus. You want to maximize your testosterone so that you can gain the most amount of muscle, and that's basically doing the opposite of what you wanted to do. At the end of the day, we need to look at the food that we're eating and the function and purpose that it serves, and not just some arbitrary number, only calories. My example, if my hormones are fine because I'm at a healthy body fat percentage and I'm eating enough fats, I don't need to up those. If I have enough energy and I'm recovering enough in the gym, then I probably also have enough carbs. And if I'm growing muscle and again, I am recovering properly from the gym, then I'm also eating enough protein. And if I'm seeing that these things are happening without the weight on the scale even moving, I'm growing muscle and I'm looking bigger and I'm feeling better, then that probably indicates that I don't need to up my calories. Follow me for more content and click the link in my bio for one-on-one coaching.